Hello Internet, and welcome back to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. In the last episode, we made it here to Alcamoth. This time, we're going to be exploring the abandoned capital. And oh my god, there is a Pond Spectre here.
It's good to be back.
Home of Miss Melly needs some weeding. Housekeeping been slacking off.
Very true. We'll have our work cut out for us. What is it?
Look up there!
What is that thing?
Look like hole in sky.
That's simply impossible.
This world is still in its early days. That could explain the instability. That, or it's still being reborn.
Does that really explain this?
It could do.
That Fog King creature. Is it from...
It's a possibility.
In that case, it may well be lurking nearby. Let's stay together and keep a close lookout.
King of Fog not scary to Kino. Kino, how about turn around and toe to face? Bye-bye! Gotcha! Little joke there. No, big meanie! Mama?
A child's voice. Where?
Up there!
But I can't ignore the Pond Spectre. Qualified, certified, highly extrovertified. Pond Spectre Dry is name. Surveying new lands is game. What bring friends around these parts? Dry secretly follow bird people from far away to near away. And would friends guess it? Dry only go and find a bunch of bird people feathers. Dry gasp with emotion. Why? For one simple reason. With feathers, Dry make winged head hat and become bird person all own self. Or such is plan anyway. For now, Dry still not have enough feathers. Upper level, another side all picked clean. Should be some left on this side, maybe. I don't know. Just dream of Dry to become bird person. Please forsake a Dry. Bring feathers quickety split. Okay. Well, not just stand there. Flock Dry some feathers. No problem. Leave it to me. Anyway, there's a child. Well, there's someone screaming. It doesn't have to be a child, but it's a child. Suddenly, a scream pierces the air and they spring into action. Except for when they take a detour to talk to the Pond Spectre. I shouldn't have done that, but it was funny. Oh boy, what is that thing?
Over there!
The child is in danger. Quickly! Are you all right, child? Wait, Teelan.
Ah, Miss Melia! You too, Shulk? How did you...
We can talk later.
It covered in black fluffy mist. So that scary King of Fog?
Yeah, maybe so.
Let's give it our all.
Okay, Snowalteos. That's just its regular name, but you might see around the eye icon that shows it's a vision type enemy, there is a black circle. I'm going to spoil what these are called because it's going to be revealed very soon anyway. This type of enemy is a fog beast. They're just stronger versions of regular enemies that take less damage, they have higher defenses, etc. I don't know why. I meant to use Monado Armor. For some reason, I just assumed it was at the very end, and I used Monado Cyclone on accident. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to get my gauge back up, because this thing, even in casual mode, this thing is a threat. This is a very real threat. Why is Melia in the party? Because I didn't change after that quiet moment. Yeah, anyway, this song is sick.
Fog all cleared up.
We can only hope. Look! The rift!
It's...
Oh no! Look out!
That beam!
What about it, Shulk?
That was the same attack that brought down the junks.
Then that would mean...
It looks like we found our Fog King.
Yes, I would have to agree. What now, Shulk?
We might as well try. Nene.
Understand.
It won't work! You can't even land a scratch on it.
Mama!
Melia! Kino!
Leave to me! Ye faithful of pain! Begone! King of fog, bright dust!
It is just as Maxis said then.
Melia! Let's pull back!
That would seem wise.
Okay, this should be far enough. Those things can't follow us all the way out here.
Oh? And you're certain of that?
Yeah, sure. The Telethia will keep us safe.
The Telethia will?
Well, that's what Radsum said. Though, I don't think they realize it themselves.
Ah. Right. Your mother was one of the affected.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't thanked you yet. Thanks a million for saving me back there.
Why were you alone in such a place? You could have been hurt.
Sorry, miss.
He get told, Pipe down, not on obvious.
I snuck in to gather research material. But then I tripped over some rubble and,
And that's when you were spotted, huh? Were you the one who activated the transporter?
yeah, I was given special permission so I could conduct my research. That said, I normally don't go anywhere without Big Sis.
You have a sister.
Well, we're not actually related. We've just been living here together.
If I remember correctly, you wanted to transform Telethia back.
Yeah. Oh, hey! My lab's over on the far end of Zen's thoroughfare. You want to come with? We can talk more there, where it's safe.
You have your own laboratory.
Not as grand as my old one, mind.
We still don't understand the Fog King, or the monster that attacked Teelan. Maybe the Telethia are connected to all this. Teelan's research could help us make sense of it all.
Yes, indeed.
The thing that attacked... Ah, you mean the Fog Beast?
Fog Beast? Is that what you've been calling them around here?
Fog Beasts always appear around the Fog King, so the name seemed appropriate.
Makes sense.
Right, I'll be going on ahead.
You won't be guiding us on the way?
I need to clean up, else there won't be anywhere to stand. All right, see you.
Hey, wait!
He's gone now.
What is it about science boffins? Always doing whatever they please.
Huh?
He got told. He probably have it coming.
Thrice damned fools. They think to second guess the will of the divine.
That's not suspicious at all. A shop selling art manuals is opened. You can exchange art coins for arts manuals to level up your favorite arts. You may obtain art coins when defeating unique monsters and fog beasts. This is a replacement for affinity coins. Defeating a given monster for the first time will always grant an arts coin. Arts coins received for unique monsters and fog beasts you defeat before the shop opens should already be in your possession. You can check the coins you own at the arts manual shop. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Getting art books really isn't a huge deal. I managed to beat the game on normal mode without getting most of them. I only got a few for Shulk and Melia, and I didn't really focus on them at all for Nene and Kino. So, yeah, don't worry too much about that. We need to go here. There are some quests along the way, it looks like. It might take a bit, but whatever. I'm going to speed up the walk to the laboratory, and, actually, no. I have something to talk about now. Teelan. He's a character that Melia and Shulk were clearly familiar with, that if you've only been learning about Xenoblade from my Let's Play, you will have no idea who he is. Teelan is a character from a late-game side quest in Xenoblade Chronicles' base game, as well as a much earlier side quest you can do when you first arrive in Alcamoth, where he wants you to collect bugs. But in his late-game side quest, he is trying to do research to learn how to bring his mother back, because she turned into a Telethia. It's pretty clear that he is still continuing that same research, and yeah. There's only one quest that gets continued in Future Connected that I'm actually going to bother making a dedicated video about. It's one that's already gone up if you're watching this video. It's called Bana the Betrayer. Because a lot of quest lines, well, not a lot of quest lines, but a few quest lines from Xenoblade Chronicles get continued here. I'm not going to say exactly what gets continued in Bana the Betrayer because we don't know if it's going to be Bana or the other person, but it does get continued in Future Connected, and I think it's worth making a dedicated video about Bana the Betrayer just because of that. I do also want to thank Symphony Aiden for voicing Bana, because That was just like an idea I had just off the top of my head. Who could be funny as Bana? And Aiden was the person who came to mind. So I had him voice Bana because I thought it would be funny. And yeah. I don't regret it for an instant. We have Sloth Goggles here. They're much weaker than the ones that were on Gar Plains. Oh boy. Don't use Taunt. I am no Pokemon. Taunt actually works identically to how it works in Pokemon and Xenoblade, but I'm still not a Pokemon. Believe it or not. Could have sworn one of the Goggles around here was a Fog Beast, but it might be the one that just went out of render distance, actually. Have another Napon, well, another Pond Spectre there. I'm not going to bother helping it right now, I just want to get right to the lab. I have a quest here. I believe this quest is actually pretty easy. Huh? Hey, could I get a look at that ID tag you've got there? Yeah, I knew I recognized it. It's my brother's. There's no mistaking it. Would you mind giving it to me? Okay. Thanks. You don't know how happy this makes me. But if this fell out of the Somnivore Lexus, that would mean at long last my brother found his nemesis. And lost. You know, when we were evacuating the capital, it was him that drew the monsters off to buy us enough time to escape. If it wasn't for him, we'd have never made it as far as Grandel. He was our savior, he really was. Afterwards, he must have learned somehow that the Somnivore Lexos could be found at Sultner Seal Island. I'm certain he went there to remove the beast and secure the path for anyone coming from Alcamoth after us. Hey, by the way, my brother also had his bangle that was a family heirloom. You haven't found that too, have you? You haven't, huh? That's a shame. Last I saw him, he was heading from Barrow Plaza towards Cinnabar Plateau. I've already searched between Cinnabar Plateau and here, but found nothing. If you were willing to help, could you look for the bangle on the plateau beyond? I'd be most thankful if you brought me it. Alright. It's a decorated bangle. I hope he'll have more luck than I did. No problem. Leave it to me. Alright, we aren't doing that right away. Because we have a lab to get to, and it's right over there. I actually thought it was farther away than it was. But nope, that's, like, luckily, that's very close. I was thinking, oh, we might have to do it on another episode, because I'm recording 2 episodes in one recording here. And when episode files get too big, it takes up a lot of space on my computer, because I'm recording in decently high quality using Elgato Game Capture. Teelan's laboratory.
I have become stronger.
How many times have I told you, you do not go there alone?
But I really needed that material.
Doesn't matter. Why did you disobey me? If something happened to you, we would lose everything.
Tyrea?
Melia!
Huh? Wait a second. You know Melia, big sis?
Tyrea's your big sis.
Right. That explains how you came to the capital just in time to save Teelan's skin.
Sorry.
Sorry for the trouble. Truly. Although I am glad you were there.
Yeah, you really helped me out, Shulk, Miss Melia. And you too, Kino, Nene.
Tyrea, I didn't expect to see you here, helping Teelan with his research.
Yes, well,
Tyrea, she's changed.
Teelan, I'm going outside for a bit to get some air.
Got it. I didn't know you all knew Big Sis Tyrea. How'd you meet each other?
Well, that's because Tyrea and I share an older brother.
Huh? Does that mean you and her are sisters then?
Sisters? No. It's rather more complicated. but sisters we are not.
Well, still, that means you know her from way back. What was she like? I've only known her here, in this place, so I gotta wonder how she was before.
She was... She was strong, both in body and in her conviction for doing what she thought was right.
Wow! Pretty much the same as how she is now, then. When it comes to our research, she's even more committed than I am.
So she has not forgotten her mother.
Where did you and Tyrea meet?
It was when she saved me from the Fog King.
On a trip to Alcamoth, like today.
What? No. At the time, everyone was still living there.
Before the Fog King showed up.
Yeah, and then, after we all escaped, I was kind of on my own, so Tyrea brought me here for safety.
One moment. Teelan, was your father not still around?
My father was killed by the Fog King.
Is that so? I'm sorry.
Tyrion just like Kino. Brave little pun.
I think I'll get some air too.
Go ahead. I've still got things to ask Teelan, so I'll stay with him.
Good, thank you. Shan't be long.
Miss Melly, Kino go too. Kino, please read room.
Tyrea,
Of all the people to meet out here,
how did you...
pure chance. After everything, I wandered aimlessly looking for somewhere to die. Then, at some point, I landed here.
So then, you were here all along?
That's right. And so, when the capital fell here, I thought Mother had finally granted me my boon.
But it was full of Telethia, and survivors cast adrift. Not to mention this Fog King.
Yes, he'd be the one to end it. Or so I thought. Until fate had me save Teelan, and death ceased to be an option.
Your mother, she did not grant you a dying place. She gave you our future by crossing your path with Teelan's.
My helping with Teelan's research is a simple matter of give and take.
If you really believed that, you would not have treated him half so warmly. I can tell that when you look at Teelan, you see family. Even if it was once transactional, his research concerns the future of our race. That fact remains.
The future of the High Entia, huh? And what about you?
Me?
You must have heard. Our brethren in this land are suffering.
Yes.
You are the Imperial successor. The Crown Princess, war or no war. No. Empress now. What will you do about the future of our race?
I have not planned that far ahead. However, I know enough to realize what I must do right now.
I hope to see it. This future you will build for us. And when I do, I hope I'll be able to accept what I now am.
Empress Melia, so you are ready to lead us after all. It shall be my privilege to clear the stones from your path.
Did you learn anything from Teelan?
A little. He said that for all the details, we ought to talk to Radzum in Grandel.
Meeting should be no problem. Teelan say he sent word to guard the Grandel ramparts to let friends through.
Before we visit this Radzum, I have something I wish to discuss with you all.
What is matter now?
The High Entia who live here now have lost all hope for the future. I have a duty. As the Imperial successor, I must safeguard their future. This will sound selfish, I know, but will you stand with me?
Of course I will, Melia.
Kino too. And also Nene.
Thank you. It means a lot to me. Right. Off to Grandel we go.
I love Tyrea. I'm glad they bothered to give her more development on the Bionic shoulder, because she went way too long without it. We have a quiet moment here between Melia and Nene. I think this is how we'll end the episode.
Miss Tyrea seem like difficult sort of person to deal with.
Difficult, huh? Maybe so, but she's still far more mellow than before.
Miss Melia and Miss Tyrea know each other from where?
Well, it's a little complicated to explain.
Complicated how?
I'm just not quite sure where to begin. For one, Tyrea and I had never met until 1 year ago.
Houses too far apart, or...?
I was not allowed to venture outside. Moreover, I never even knew of her existence. She, on the other hand, seemed to know about me. We never met because work had been busy.
But how Miss Melia never know her? If sisters, then of course she'd know.
That's true. How can I explain this? Tyrea and I have separate parents. Different fathers and different mothers, both.
Meme! In same boat as Nene and Kino, then!
Just like you and Kino, Tyrea and I are not related by blood. But we had a half-brother with whom we shared a parent each.
Half-brother?
No parents in common, but a brother we are both related to. Therefore, Tyrea and I are not exactly complete strangers.
Meh! Brain of Nene's starting to melt!
I'm sorry. I did say it's complicated.
Nene does not understand. If both have same brother, why cannot be one family together?
Our parents being different, I and Tyrea have led very different lives. We never even met, let alone behaved as a family. Neither knows how to relate to the other, and so we struggle on.
It sounds like Miss Melia and Miss Tyrea both feeling more like Kino.
How do you mean?
Kino also not taught to anyone at first. Very hidey shy.
I don't think I'd call myself or Tyrea shy, exactly.
If want to become good friends, but not know how to put in action, then it's exactly same. But as can see for self, now Nene and Kino super best of friends.
Do tell, how did you two achieve that? Would you teach me the way, please?
Answer is clear as day. Nene prescribed lots of play.
Play?
Also, sharing of yummy snacks and sleep together in same bed. If do that, become family in wink of eye.
I'm not sure I can do that with Tyrea. Seems like a lot.
Nah, nay, patience is exhaust. Miss Melia want to be sisters with Miss Tyrea or not?
Yes. I would really like that, I think.
So, now is best and only chance. No time for hemmings and hawings.
Best and only. Hmm? Perhaps you're right.
Okay, then now Miss Melia go and say, "Hey, Sister Pon, come play."
Right now? I need some time to compose myself.
Oh, if Miss Melia must, but have to promise to ask soon.
Yes, I will. One day very soon.
That's a really sweet one. I like that one. Tyrea is a good example of why you should give people time to change in real life. I mean, generally you don't give people time to change when they try to murder you, but she's like an example of what Gaelgar is very obviously if Gaelgar was given the time he needed to change and realize that he's wrong. That's why I think that, like, trying to ruin somebody over saying something without giving them time to try and, you know, like, be better is stupid. If people say something stupid, like if someone says a racial slur and then they go on and they say, "I'm not sorry, it was funny." No, they shouldn't be given a second chance. But if somebody's like trying to improve at something, they should be allowed to, I think. I don't think I worded what I was trying to say here extremely well. This isn't like a good place to go into the whole cancel culture versus literally just holding people responsible for what they say debate, but what I'm trying to say is give people a chance to get educated on things before immediately trying to ruin their career, or just ruining them as a person, because you never know if people are just saying things out of genuine hatred and bigotry, or if they genuinely just are not educated. That's basically what I'm trying to say here, at least. This lab's in quite the inconvenient location, even if it's nominally for the benefit of the research. That's why we make regular supply runs to Grandel. It also helps us stay in touch with the goings-on. Talking to Radzum has been a great help in my research. He understands why it's important. I'm sure he'll be willing and able to help you all too. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected, I almost forgot that is what it's called again. We will be heading to Grandel and talking to this Radzum person. I was gonna make a pun on the word awesome, but it would have sucked. So, whatever. See you guys then.